No, it's a humbling experience just going through injuries. Like I said before, and he said fractured foot my senior year. After going back to school, it's a tough pill to swallow. Your dreams and aspirations are all on the line, and you don't know your future. So just kind of asking him about the rehab process, asking him how he recovered, how long it took, and then next thing you know, I'm getting drafted to Portland Trailblazers, and I had already known him for a year or so, having met him through text messages and stuff like that, and meeting him at the draft lottery, and then working out, and then fracturing my foot again. So it's like, wow, that's 2 times in a year I'm not playing, and then we win 54 games. Like we go from lottery team to top 4 in the West. So as a young player, it's hard to kind of find your way when mistakes are amplified. You're on a bad team, you can make mistakes and nothing happens. You're on a good team in the Western Conference, every game is that much more important, and your coach has less tolerance for error. So I come in, I don't remember a play, or I mess up a defensive assignment. Everything is him coming out, and he's just looking at me like, see, like you ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? So having to go through that, and then DNPs, and then the next year I fractured my index finger, my shooting hand. Then we traded for Aaron to follow. It was just like everything kept happening over and over again. I was like, eventually I'm gonna get a chance, and when I do, I'm just not gonna look back. I'm gonna make sure I be aggressive and do whatever it takes to stay on the court and prove I belong.
A lot of players, they say that. I'm waiting for my chance. I'm gonna get that chance eventually. But for some players, that chance never comes. Did that ever?
It did, man. I used to think all the time. Dame used to see me in there looking angry every day, looking real angry because I don't really hold stuff in well. So just looking mad, like, dang, I don't know if I'm ever gonna play or if this is the right situation for me, because you're happy with the team success, but as a competitor individually, you just feel like, when am I going to get a chance to help our team? And going through injuries, and then the team just being so good to where you got very good players in front of you. We had Nick Batum, Wesley Matthews, we had Mo Williams. Like, we had all these good veteran pieces in place to where, like, I couldn't complain because the guys in front of me were performing at a high level. So then it's just me and Will looking at each other every day like, let's just play one-on-one, let's just get better, and then when we get our chance, we're going to eat. And I think that's kind of how we approached it, and our staff did a great job of developing and staying in my ear and kind of helping me work on little things, little aspects of the game to kind of separate me from other players. And as the season progressed, I just watched Dame. I worked out against him, worked out with him, and just tried to compete every day and figure, as my mom would say, you don't blow an opportunity by not playing. You blow an opportunity by not being ready to play when you get a chance. So I had a lot of unknown work in front of me that I knew I put the work in, but no one had seen it.
I remember the first time I seen CJ McCollum play. It was when Lehigh played Duke in the first round of the NCAA tournament. And this is when Duke had Austin Rivers. I believe he was the number 1 high school player coming out of high school. And he had a lot of hype behind him and everything. And I remember watching that game. And at the end of the game, I was like, man, CJ McCollum is the best player on the floor by far. It wasn't even close. The stuff he was doing out there was next level. They ended up beating Duke, and he had a really great game. And I mean, he's played his way into being a good NBA player as well. But I remember watching that game, and he left a big impression on me. That game, how he was playing and how well he did. What up, though? My name is Kevin Melson with Beyond Your Limits. And in this video, we got CJ McCollum talking to Chris Haynes. If you don't know Chris Haynes' story, he got a pretty interesting story too. He didn't go to school for journalism or anything like that. Matter of fact, I think he was a security guard at a high school, and then he went to go follow his dreams and made it happen. He has a pretty interesting story. So if you look up Chris Haynes, he has a pretty good story. But here in this video, we're just talking about being ready when your time is called. And it's like CJ McCollum's mother said. She had a pretty nice quote saying that you don't blow your opportunity by not playing. You blow your opportunity by not being ready to play when it's your turn. And just like in any sport, when you're first coming in, you'll be behind guys. You don't always get to come and be the main guy right away. And so what you need to do is be ready for when your time comes. And so a lot of guys get complacent. If they're sitting on the bench, you're sitting behind, the best player, or the player with the green light or whatnot. And a lot of people get complacent and they just sit and wait. But while you're waiting, you need to be working on your game. That's what you want to do. You want to work on your game and become better. So you never know what can happen. A player can get injured. The coach can have a change of mind. But when they put you in that game, you got to be ready to show them that you're ready. If they put you in the game and you turning the ball over and don't know the plays and not ready to play, I mean, it's easy for them to put you right back on the bench. But if something happens in the game, somebody foul out, and they put you in there and you're ready to play right away, you come in, there's no drop off. I mean, you're more likely to get more minutes the next time, the next game. And so that's being ready to prove yourself is huge. And that's one thing that you want to do. Always be ready, no matter the situation. If it looks like you'll never play, you always want to be ready just in case you do. And that was a big thing for me in my career. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I didn't really play high school basketball till my senior year. I got cut from the JV team my freshman and junior. Junior. From my freshman and my sophomore year, and I transferred schools my junior year. But all of that time, I was getting ready. I stayed ready. I stayed in the gym, stayed working on my game. I stayed studying basketball, and when it was my opportunity to play my senior year, I ended up being all-state, one of the best players in the state. And it's because I stayed ready the whole time. I didn't quit. I didn't give up. I didn't say, oh, maybe this is not for me. I just kept putting in the work, and when I was able to get on the court, I was able to show what I could do. And that's what you need to do too. And so you heard from CJ McCollum, and you heard it from me. So you need to go and put it in action. And click that link in the description. I got a great course for you. It'll help you recognize defenses, how to attack the basket when you got open lanes. It'll make you a much better efficient player, a much better efficient scorer. And so just click that link in the bio, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out.